Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Quake 2 on the Nightmare difficulty playthrough KexQuake 2. We are doing all units with a blank slate, and this is the 10th one, the final one, the boss unit. So, let's go. As you can see, there was no intro cutscene. I wasn't omitting it, there just isn't. But, once you grab the body armor, you want to watch out for this laser, and this laser, and this laser, and this laser, and this laser. They're all being fired by this thing. You want to step around this part so you can grab the Stimpack and the ammo. Once you have all that, you can push this button to go up here, and you can go either way to deal with this next section, because you're going to have to end up going through both areas regardless. If you're careful, you can potentially hop like here, and same with this. But your safest bet is just hopping through on these moving platforms. But anyways, we can now go up this lift. And there's a macaroni. There's a Macarena. We're just going to push both of these buttons and then get away from these flyers. Annoying little buggers they are. But if you can line up them with the railgun, you can kill them in a few shots. Anyways, after dealing with those guys and dealing with everything else here, including pressing these buttons, we can now go into the final map. And fittingly, it's titled Final Showdown. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're just going to grab everything we can in this area. And we might even be back here later. Repeatedly. But, since we have that quad damage pickup, I am going to use it on this big boy. Because he fires a BFG shot at you, you fire one back. And yours is better. It's quad powered, baby. But just immediately hide whenever he raises his elbow, because it seems like his armpit there is firing these BFG shots. Yeah, this first stage is the tankiest one, I'd say. Because he just managed to survive several BFG shots powered with a quad. And those chain guns are nothing to laugh at either. While he's blowing up, we're going to go over here. Now, I mentioned there were stages to this fight. This is the second one. Yeah, he still fires that BFG shot, and it's still pretty freaking deadly. He also has a railgun for a head, so you want to keep that in mind as well. Anyways, pushing the one button on the floor will allow you to go into the other side, and vice versa. But pushing the one in the middle there will allow you to go back through both of them. Anyways, we're fighting this big boy, kind of like that. He sure does sting, doesn't he? But you know what? You stink too. Yeah, that BFG shot of it is probably the deadliest thing he has in his arsenal, so it goes without saying to try and avoid that. But there we go. We knocked him down. And look at you with your little spinal cord. Ew. Now, the objective says to locate an open escape pod, like we have some level of urgency, but we can just shoot this area and go into the Hall of Developers, the id gallery, if you will. There's John Carmack, being as reclusive as ever. Donna Jackson, the id mom. Brian Hook, who did the programming in the original release. Adrian Carmack, who doesn't have a photo here. I'll probably just edit one in. Same with Kevin Cloud, funny enough. John Cash did the programming. Todd Hollinshead did the biz. You probably have seen him at QuakeCon before. He's the guy with the long hair all the time in the olden days. Eric Alexander did the biz. And Brandon James did the design. And there's Tim Willis himself doing a funny spin for us. You know, Jacquet also did the design. American McGee. This was the last game he did really that did. Christian Antko. And of course, you should know this one by now. It's Paul Steed. The deadliest part of the gallery. But anyways, we can go down here and see this area too. This is a swag pimp right here. Also, there's a button here in the new version. Something feels off here, as if it came from a different time. And indeed it did. Because, well, there's a photo not available in the original gallery, but here you can see Kevin Cloud's arm. Yeah, he was Doom Guy's arm, in case you didn't know. And Donna Jackson still works at id. So these two are the remaining id alumni of this era. But the rest of these guys are Night Dive and associates, including but not limited to... Well, this guy's at id. It's Mike Rubitz, the senior programmer. You might know him as Sponge. Adam Pyle, the design manager. John Maleficus Jean, lead AI programmer. James Haley is here. You might know him as Quasar. Samuel Villarreal, you might know him as Kaiser. Edward Richardson. There are a few people whose usernames I don't remember, but Daniel Albano. Jonathan Puyo. I can't pronounce those U's with the umlauts too well. But whatever. Brendan McKinney did the cinematic sequences. You might see some of his work on YouTube before they even picked up the port. Eric W. did the level compiler tools. Very nice. And there's also Jonathan Perel Barkley. And the QR team. Nancy Parson, Gus Newton, Wayne DeBerry, J.R. Rosenberger, Gabe Glover, Garrett Pomeroy, Alex Henson, Emily Reyna, Haley Hoos, Jordan Becker, Yusuf Solomon, Jack Bregman, and Max Wayne and Sebastian Reddy for additional programming. One of them is Altazimuth, you might know as. And we got ourselves a little congratulations. Thanks for playing Quake 2 and all that stuff. Quake 2 will always hold a little place in my heart. Just like this guy. Oh, there we go. That's this two secret galleries, one for id and one for Night Dive. And Tim Willis is still spinning. Paul Steed is still damaging. May he rest in peace. But yeah, that's the id gallery. The one secret of this area. Figured I'd show it, because why not? So now let's get back into reality. And leave. And there we go. That's the final showdown in the inner chamber by extension. The one secret was the gallery, pretty much. And there were just 10 kills there. But that last kill was definitely a kill worth taking. I think you could probably kill him a little bit faster by saving the quad damage for the last stage. But I decided to extend it a little bit for cinematic purpose. Because in my practice run, I managed to kill him way faster by using the quad damage in the second stage. Well, not way faster, but definitely a little bit quicker than before. I think he has some resistance, I'm not entirely sure, but that first stage is still intimidating nonetheless, but nothing you can't handle at this point. I'm sure you can handle it. Anyways, let's watch the final cutscene because we are done with this. So let's just observe, shall we? And there it is, Quake 2, in its entirety. The base game, at least. We still have more things to do with Quake, potentially, but I'm probably gonna take a little break here to renew my gaming senses and whatnot. But when we're back, when I get back to it, we'll probably do the expansion packs and the new episode they added. I don't know which one I'm gonna do first, but we'll see. In the meantime, that's it for this video. Of course, you see all the credits for everybody there, and all the other things. But we are done. So stay tuned for future endeavors, and I'll let the credits play us out. But until then, I'll see you when I see you. So, see ya.